I've been chronically online for like 20 years. I'm completely addicted to the internet, and I've spent a long time battling this addiction, but there's one piece of the puzzle, one mindset shift that I haven't really seen described anywhere else. My hope is that this video gives you another piece of the puzzle in looking at your own online life and battling your own way out of doom scroll hell, because it's up to us, as PewDiePie recently said.
These tech companies don't care about you, so you're gonna have to start caring about yourself. I care about you.
This graph came to me in a dream. Basically, the graph is titled Human Relationships in Cyberspace. The x-axis measures the degree of intimacy of a certain relationship from low to high, and the y-axis measures the utility of cyberspace. So how much does online add to said relationship? And we got 6 points on the graph here that I want to go into detail on. And we'll finish with the hyper-specific type of relationship that you've maybe never even had online that I am orienting towards more and more. The first lens we'll be using is imagining the internet in fundamentally 2 layers. The bottom layer is human relationships, so connecting people to people, hearts to hearts, minds to minds. And the top layer is all the other shit. It's aesthetics, it's flashing lights, crypto gambling, gooner bait, memes, etc. The first point on the graph is strangers. You can see that strangers have a low degree of intimacy. Now, strangers in the real world are pretty benign and pretty neutral. You'll walk by on the street, give a head nod, maybe a compliment here and there, maybe some heckling, like you'll get a Karen. Strangers on the internet turn into filthy, feral animals. Cyberspace does not add anything to the act of engaging with strangers. You got a diaper fetish neo-Nazis with furry profile pictures who mog you when they reveal they've read more Nietzsche than you have, and demented boomers in the nursing home guzzling AI-generated Vietnam War veteran content. It's just a mess. In real life, you can walk by strangers and they don't leave an impression on you. But online, everybody's take just goes straight into your fucking optic nerve with the explicit aim of sucking and sucking and sucking jing till your skin suit leathers like an orange peel left out in the sun. The strangers online take the form of whatever's in your feed, whatever's in the comment sections, whatever videos you're getting served by the algorithms. That is not benign. That is actively damaging. You already understand this, but the thing I'm trying to convey is this tweak of viewing doom scrolling as being on a street in New York City of strangers that all want to stab you at the same time. And maybe that's a helpful mindset shift to have. Moving on, we'll go to the other extreme of intimacy to very intimate relationships. This one is personal. My current partner and I were long distance for 5 years, and we had an entire relationship over that time. If we had been in person together, we could have been sharing loving glances and physical touch and all of the little moments that make a relationship so nice. But instead, we had 5 years of 30-minute choppy Zoom calls. We were an ocean apart. She was in the Netherlands and I was in the US, and 7-hour time difference. Yes, you can make the argument that it's better to have any relationship than no relationship, but having a fully online relationship closes the door to the potential of having one in person. So even though it has worked out for me, I cannot in my right mind recommend it to someone else. That would be insane. I think most people would not do well in that sort of situation. It's better to have them offline, like strictly better, way better. Moving down in intimacy just a smidge is close friends. An online friend, just like an online lover, is strictly worse than an IRL friend or an IRL lover. This isn't to say that online friends are bad at all by any means. They're still good. It's still better to have an online friend than it is to have no friends. But just in-person friendships are better. The flatness of online, it's very difficult to make emotionally potent, meaningful shared memories. The setting never changes. You engage with online friends sitting in your room at your computer, the same place you work, dissociate, or straight up jork it. Your body knows the difference. Late nights on the porch, making music, climbing trees, biking around, exploring new cafes, even simply cracking a cold one or bumming a ciggy. All of these are embodied shared experiences that are qualitatively different. They're more salient, more immediate, and they give IRL friendships depth and flavor. Online friends are better than no friends at all, but just don't let online friends keep you from searching out the real thing. Moving on to the middle of the graph, we got coworkers, and that's the first one above the line where cyberspace can offer some utility here. They occupy a unique space in human life because the best coworkers can be very good, but the majority of coworkers are probably in the neutral to slightly below neutral zone. They're mostly neutral, but they also need those reports by Monday, and they drank the Diet Coke you had saved in the fridge as a treat for later, but won't admit it. So you have to syringe laxatives into your Cokes to ensnare them and punish them for their misdeeds. And now you can hear them shitting and shitting and shitting in the only bathroom in the office. Oh God, why won't it stop? Please, Lord, fuck. Now they've clogged it and you gotta go because you accidentally laxatived your own Coke too. How the monkey paw curls. Given that IRL coworkers are a slight negative, the internet actually offers utility here. You can still communicate necessities online, you can still collaborate and get work done, and as a bonus you can just take off your work sona as opposed to going to the office and having to perform the work sona. Coming to the first of two categories that get a mega boost from cyberspace is helpful content creators. Helpful content creators are a bit more intimate than strangers, but not as close as like a coworker or something, especially if a very light parasocial relationship begins to form. These can be extremely impactful relationships to have. No matter how niche your interests and desires are, there's someone online who does them better or knows more. Everything from fitness to Warhammer to crocheting. In the best case scenario, a helpful content creator can show you hyper-specific unlocks on your path that you might not even be able to get IRL. Online is hyper-competitive and a lot of really high-quality voices rise to the top, though you do have to wade through the shit-slinging to get there, so it's a bit of a double-edged sword, but once you find those gems in the rough, they can really help you a lot. Helpful content creator is the sparkling lab-grown gem on the lower side of human intimacy, but the real child mind blood diamond, the creme de la creme, exists somewhere between coworkers and friends. And that is the sweet spot. We don't have a word in English for that degree of intimacy. However, if you watched bootlegged episodes of One Piece in the early 2000s, this will be very easy to wrap your head around. If you're spending any time at all online in 2026 and beyond, you need to be nakama maxing. Nakama is inherently difficult to translate. Comrade, ally, friend, crew member, mate, partner all come close, but they lack the same weeaboo panache. Nakama are crucially people you actually talk to, like over video calls, who also talk back, who are often brought together around a shared goal or hobby or with a shared mission. Not quite as intimate as friends, not so distant as a content creator. I can't just hop on a call with my looks-maxing idol clavicular, but I can hop on a call with fellow bone smashers in Discord, and we can gesture max while smashing our boners together. Cyber Nakama gather in interest-based Discord servers and Zoom calls. Nakama are the softly twinkling fireflies of life buzzing around the dark forest of the internet. Real people gathering face-to-face, heart-to-heart, just via a digital medium. What Nakama lack in general IRL intimacy, they make up for in the unique type of delusional support that someone can offer someone else when they're detached from the outcome of delusional effort. Nakama are perfectly positioned to be those chase your dreams people that we could all use a little bit more of. Moreover, the best Nakama will be chasing said dreams with you. It's very exhilarating. Nakama are not a substitute for friends. They're their own special category. Nakama cannot hold you when you cry, but they can hold space for you when you falter. And oftentimes better than those who are closer to you, who lack context into your niche interests and have to deal with the potential fallout of your bumbling. My girlfriend has Nakama in a Book Talk Discord server, which is good because I'm illiterate. She can yap herself blue about a court of thorns and roses with them in a way that I literally cannot offer due to lack of context and enthusiasm. They're not necessarily her besties, but they fill her cup in a distinct way, and the door to friendship is certainly open. Moreover, the distance of cyberspace offers a particularly compelling flavor of vulnerability. Like, I can be real with you, almost even more real, because I know I'm not going to encounter you at the grocery store and have to like play human. You're not here with me in meat space, so that it's low stakes. I can be real. Nakama exist in a superposition. They're both a valid witness of shared human experience and ineffable pixels on a screen. After over 2 decades spent chronically online, this is the way that I am personally using the internet going forward, orienting towards this idea of nakama, of face-to-face video calls, way less scrolling because it's a bunch of fucking strangers slinging shit and pointing knives. And this might be stupidly obvious, and perhaps you already have some nakama and just haven't thought about it in this way, but I just wanted to make this, to define the category as like a thing. Like, if you're doing something, if you have an interest or a hobby and you spend a lot of time online, start like picking out people and making video calls with them. It's so much a better use of your time than that. Me personally, it looks like reaching out to other Substackers. That's the main thing I'm doing online right now is writing. And we've been having conversations. We've been cooking up ideas. We've been offering support and encouragement and reflection. And it's just really great. Another way I've been actively practicing this idea of finding nakama is in these cultivation workshops that I've been running. We're swiftly approaching the 10th cultivation workshop, and in just 3 months I've been able to meet and cultivate with a number of you all, learn and teach and witness and share and create together. It's been an overall wonderful experience, and the workshops have been getting better and better with each passing one. My audio pooped out on me, but yeah. If you get anything at all from this video, just these 2 things. Number 1, try to avoid internet strangers at all costs. Think of scrolling as just a sea of strangers who have your best interests not in mind, who actively want to harm you. And number 2, try to find nakama aligned with your interests, goals, and hobbies, and actually have literal conversations with them. This is the way. This internet shit, at its beginning, it was always about human relationships. We got distracted in the middle part. It's time to either get off completely or completely reshape the way that we as individuals are using this medium. Face to face, heart to heart. There's no more time to waste. So hope this helps. Peace.